Hi, so welcome, and this video I'll be explaining the math behind the feed-forward process, which is one of the processes used by neural networks to make predictions. It is done by feeding data through the network and making computations on that data within the network. Basically what we're doing is taking the activations or the inputs from the zero layer, using those to get the activations for the first layer, then using those ones to get the activations for the third layer. How this looks like is we take the first input multiplied by weight 1, then we take input 2 multiplied by weight 3. We add those two values together, then to that we add the bias. That will give us the value for A1. And then this looks like this. We take x1 multiplied by weight 1 plus x2 multiplied by weight 3 plus the bias here. And this will give us the value for A1. Now we need to do A2. To do that, we take the first input x1, we multiply it with weight 2, because this is connected to A2 and this as well. Then we take x2 multiplied by weight 4. To that we add the bias 2. And this looks like this: x1 multiplied by weight 2 plus x2 multiplied by weight 4 plus the bias here. That will give us the values for A1, A2, and A2. Once we have those, we have to calculate the activations or values for the next layer. We take for A1 multiplied by weight 5, we add that to A2 multiplied by weight 6. Now to that whole addition, we add the bias. This will give us the final prediction, the model's prediction. And this looks like this. By the way, the prediction is called y hat. It's y with a hat. So we take A1 here, we multiplied with weight 5. We take A2, multiplied with weight 6 plus the bias, and this will be the model's prediction. Now this whole process is called the feed-forward process. And as you can imagine, we can add more layers and more nodes, but the concept remains the same. We're taking the activations from that layer, calculate the activations for the next layer, using those to calculate the activations for the next layer until we get to our output. And this will be by multiplying with the weights. The weights here, these are probably the most important. So if you want to read more about neural networks, I highly recommend this article by Adam Malik. It's a very well written article, and it's all I really needed to grasp the math behind neural networks. I feel like I have a very intuitive understanding of how all this stuff works. So if you'd like to read more, I highly recommend you do this article. It's a game changer. So that's feed forward.